Hey there, Planeswalkers, this is Random Game Channel here, playing a little bit of Magic the Gathering Horde mode. So, if you don't know what it is, Horde mode is basically the super casual, format where you basically square off against a really large deck of cards. Be centered around like a particular theme, idea, or like a rule that you have. So for instance, for example, this one I called Night at the Museum. This is my artifact Horde deck, where it's kind of based off of the Night at the Museum movie with Ben Stiller in it. And what's in this deck is that this theme is like all these different kind of like artifacts, they come to life, right? And then there's a lot of different artifacts that are like vehicles, creatures, and there's like a few non-artifact creatures like Seven-Tail Mentor that kind of just rule over the museum. So there's lots of stuff like that. There's also just equipment things that are going to be in this deck. But you're still probably curious about what is a Horde, what does it do, and why the hell am I even playing it? Well, you can play like 1 to 4 players. But let's break it down into the actual rules here. So if you want to learn more about non-commander game rules, you can go to this link right here. I've modified it a little bit to kind of work a little bit better for me. This is totally like a fan-made thing, and I don't see a lot of people playing this or even talking about it. I decided to check it out, and I've played a few games, several games with my friends in real life. I want to try doing it solo, see how well I do. So typically a Horde deck is made of 100 cards. 60 of the cards are creatures. This could include tokens. They'll act as normal creatures. The remaining 40 cards are non-creature spells. So my rules, again, are a little bit different from the one in this wiki right here. So, win conditions. The Horde wins if the survivors group life total is reduced to 0 or below. The survivors win if the Horde has no cards in its library, no cards in its hand, and creatures are in a combination being permanently detained, exiled, or otherwise removed from the battlefield. Detained is where creatures can't attack or block. Kind of just like how that keyword is in normal Magic. Rules for the Horde. Special rule for the Horde on this particular deck is that equipment spells that create creature tokens are also considered as creature spells for this Horde. Non-creature spells for this Horde are vehicles and non-token creature-producing spells. Also, Mere Smith will not attack and block until the library is empty. The ratio is 60 creatures to 40 non-creature spells. Okay. So, the Horde always goes first after the survivors have finished setting up their field. The Horde's turn starts by revealing cards from the top of its library until a non-creature card is revealed. All revealed creature cards are then cast. All revealed non-creature cards are then cast. Then, if applicable, the Horde casts any cards that can be cast from its graveyard. Life gain matters. Add creature cards from the graveyard or sideboard onto the battlefield equal to the amount of life recovered from all sources. Recovered from all sources of life recovery, ability, text, or just add 1 creature per source of life recovery. I'll probably just do this alternate rule set here. And I made 3 alternate rule sets for this, for life gain. So first one is when the Horde gains life, you place creatures from the graveyard onto the battlefield each time a source of life has been made. If there are no creature cards in the graveyard, then draw them from the reinforcement deck. This is the sideboard. Alternative rule set 2. When the Horde gains life, place creatures from the reinforcement deck onto the battlefield equal to the amount of life that was recovered. If there are no creature cards in the reinforcement deck, then draw them from the graveyard. So this makes it, alternative rule set 2 just makes it a little bit harder because you're pulling more creature cards back into the battlefield, right? Alternative rule set 3, when the Horde gains life, place creatures from the reinforcement deck onto the battlefield. Each time a source of life has been gained, each time a source of life gain has been made. If there are no creature cards in the reinforcement deck, then draw them from the graveyard. So this one, I didn't make a sideboard yet. I kind of want to test this out with just the deck itself. So yeah. Alright, coming back down here. Anytime the Horde would draw a card, it will instead cast a card from the top of its library equal to the amount of cards that have been drawn from the library. The Horde has no player, it just pilots itself. Any choice the Horde must make should be made as randomly as possible, and if that's not possible, then choice should be made where it most benefits the Horde. The Horde has an infinite amount of mana at all times, and it can use mana in any color combination. All creatures controlled by the Horde have haste, and this creature must attack each turn if able, unless it has like a tap ability. If it does, and it's like the last creature on the Horde's battlefield that is detained, then it'll attack the survivors group. The Horde has no life total. Damage dealt to the Horde causes that number of cards from the top of the Horde's library to put into its graveyard. If a target has to be declared for one of the Horde's spells, then it should be randomized whenever possible. For example, if a spell will deal 4 damage and the targets are a 2/2, a 3/2, a 1/1, and a 5/5, and then the randomization lands on the 5/5, then it would make more sense for the Horde to have the 4 damage be dealt to something it can kill. So it makes more sense to land on a 2/2, the 3/2, or a 1/1. From there you can like randomize it if you like, or if you want to like control the Horde a little bit more, then put yourself in the Horde's shoes, so to speak, and then talk with your playgroup and say, well, if the Horde has to kill something, right, then it has to kill something that will most benefit it. So for example, like if the 2/2 was able to give out buffs and stuff for the players, the survivors, then the Horde should consider getting rid of that if these two are just generic creatures, right? So these are just like really loose rules. It's nothing like you have to like be super hardcore with. I adapted these rules from the official, not official, but like the one that was shared in the link here. This is like a super casual like format. Just have fun, alright? So the survivors can talk about which target would be most beneficial to the Horde and make the decision that way, kind of like how I was describing earlier. Randomization can be done by assigning each valid target a number, then roll a die. Whatever the result is will be the target the spell will target. So for example, if the viable targets were a 2/2, a 3/2, and a 1/1, you can roll a 6-sided dice or die, to 1 to 2, 3 to 4, and then 5 to 6, and then whatever the result is in that particular range, you'll target that particular creature. So that's how I developed the randomization rule for the Horde. Alright, so rules for the survivors. The survivors have 3 to 5 turns to set up their battlefield before the Horde gets its first turn. Then turns alternate like normal, like a normal game of Magic. The survivors can't attack or target the Horde during their setup phase. So kind of like Two-Headed Giant, the survivors are a team, and everyone takes their turn simultaneously. The survivors then attack and block as a team. Each survivor contributes 20 life to the group life total. So if you're playing with 3 people, you get 60 life total. And if you're just playing solo, you get 20 life. But you can always kind of mix this up. You just give yourself 60 life. It's no problem. Like I said, this is super casual, right? Survivors can't attack and target the Horde during their setup turns. So I think I already mentioned that. Each survivor can help each other block attacking creatures. For example, survivor A and B are playing together. They could commit blockers to a Lotleth Giant that's attacking the survivors. So you can multi-block with each other. If you want to, you can role play as like DPS, a tank, a healer, crowd control, whatever. Yeah. So this part here where it says 3 to 5 turns of setup, I've been playing this several times with my friends in real life, and we kind of came to the conclusion that like a 4-turn setup seems to be the best amount of like setup turns. And we'll get a little bit more detail, like deck building and stuff later. So for the survivors, so for the Horde, like I mentioned a little bit earlier, this particular one's 100 card deck. 60 cards are for creatures and their tokens, remaining 40 are for non-creature tokens or non-creature cards. So I just want to reinforce the idea that cards in the deck should not cause the Horde to make choices. It should run autonomously as much as possible, whenever possible. But that doesn't always work out, especially if you want to add in spells where you want it to defend itself. So let's keep that in mind. If you want to do that, that's totally cool. Go ahead. I did it. Just I'm leaving this deck building option open for you to adjust on your own. So cards and tokens included in the deck should be thematic, flavorful, and/or fun as well. So yeah. This is just my notes. 4-turn setup seems about right. If you really want to, you can increase the waves per turn to increase the difficulty. So a wave ends for the Horde when it draws a non-creature spell. So yeah. You can increase the difficulty by allowing the Horde to place cards in the back from the graveyard back on top of the library, equal to the amount of life it gains from these spells it casts, or you can follow like the alternative rule sets up here for the life gain stuff. This last bit here, I designed my Horde decks to play with 60 card popper decks. Like this is like jank of the jank, like draft shaft, nothing like super meta, not even close to it. So a lot of the decks you'll see me playing here, or me talking about, are just like goofball stuff, nothing serious. So I would like to mention that try not to make infinite combos or like super cheesy ways to defeat the Horde, like playing a spell that gets rid of, that removes a particular creature from play and all copies of it, you don't want to like cheese it. That's kind of like not fun, right? I guess fun is kind of a hot topic, right? It's different for everyone, but for this particular thing I'm making, I would refrain from doing those kind of deck building things. So yeah, in a horde, you can have any number of cards that you want. Like for example, I have like 8 mirror servitors, which is like, you know, beginning upkeep. If it's on the battlefield, each player returns all cards named mirror servitor from the graveyard to the battlefield. And typically in a normal game of Magic, you can only have 4 copies of a particular card, excluding basic lands. And in a horde deck, you can have any amount that you want, right? So for example, if we look at my zombie deck called Kill the Head, kudos to anybody who knows what movie that is. It's actually a pretty good one. It's got that guy that played Kylo Ren, and I think Bill Murray is in it, so check it out. It's a really fun one. But as you can see, I have like 26 walking corpses. So you can have any amount, you know, that you want in here. And yeah, this is actually my first deck that I made. Alright, so let's actually get to playtesting this thing. So give me a second to set this up. Though I made everything on Archidekt. It's free to use. They have this cool thing where like you can do a playtester thing. So we can click on it. It draws you a hand, like, you know, regular Magic, right? But for the Horde, I'm just going to keep this, and then I'm just going to right click on it and move my hand back into the library, like shuffle, because the Horde doesn't have a hand. So let me just do that. So even playing with like 3 people total, that's my typical playgroup size, we don't always win because the Horde can sometimes be pub stumpy, and sometimes we get lucky and we do pretty well. So I kind of set this up ahead of time. I drew the other cards for the other decks I'm playing with. So these are the survivor decks in these tabs. So this one, let me pause it real quick. Alright, so the pauper decks that I'm going to be playing with, I believe, are Overpopulation, Blood Researcher, and Lifetime Investment. So this one, it's black-green, it's got the Blood Researcher card in there. So basically, this one is like life gain and life drain. A lot of cards that give you life points. Blood Researcher will get +1/+1 counters every time you gain life. And then one of my favorite cards, Marauding Blight Priest. The Horde will lose 1 life whenever I gain life. Okay. Next one is the Overpopulation. So this is like kind of your standard, you know, your typical white-green token generator deck. So it just wants to make a lot of creature tokens, and has 2 particular creatures that benefits from having a lot of creatures on the battlefield. Last one is Lifetime Investments. So what this one is the boss monster here is basically Celestial Unicorn. Whenever you gain life, you get a +1/+1 counter on it. And there's a bunch of different cards in here that will gain you life, draw you a little bit of cards, and some protection and recursion spells to bring stuff back onto the battlefield. Namely, you want the Celestial Unicorn, and then stuff to protect it from getting killed. I need water. So that's what this deck is about. Alright, so I need to get a cough drop because my throat's getting super dry. And I dropped part of it on the floor. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm back at the Horde. I'm gonna increase the life total here because I'm gonna be playing with 3 decks total. So there you go. That's how I'll keep track of the life for the survivors. This is gonna be a 4-turn setup. Hopefully things work out. I might increase it if it doesn't. So I'll play this. I'll play my 1 planes. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. So planes. And that's it for this turn. We'll pass it to Blood Researcher. Oops. Is there a way to close this out? Nope. Okay. I was kind of testing this out last night to see how this looked. It looked okay. But there used to be a button here that kind of collapsed this, but I don't know where that went. Well, anyways, I'm gonna play my forest. I'm gonna tap it, play Healer of the Glade. Oh, there you go. Okay. Nope, okay, never mind. So this one is when Healer of the Glade enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. So that's cool. 1, 2, 3. There's probably a better way to do that, but that's the way I know how to do it. So yeah, that's turn 1. For that, lifetime investment. Play the planes. Tap it for Healer's Hawk. Has flying, lifelink. So when it deals damage, it'll gain 1 life for the team. So yeah. Okay, so that's turn 1. Turn count 1. So we're going to turn 2. So I might as well just track it a little bit better. So we're in turn 2 now. Draw, Druid's Deliverance, prevent all combat damage that we dealt to you this turn, and populate. So create copy a token if there is one. I'm gonna play my forest here. So anybody is actually watching this from just normal, been watching my content for a while. I like to play a lot of Magic in person, so it's a little bit different for the channel. And I can't always meet up with my friends at the local game store, so I kind of wanted to find a way for me to like keep playing Magic, but like solo mode, or like solitaire. So this is what this is for. So yeah, I have 2 mana. I'm gonna play Raise the Alarm, create 2 1/1 White Soldier creature tokens. So I'm gonna soldier. Soldier, send this to graveyard. Oh, it's A and G. Okay. So let's move it over here. I have 2 soldiers now. That's all I can do. Okay. Blood researcher. We got a lot of stuff that can give us life now, but we're kind of short on creatures. Gotta untap. I want to get the night market lookout, so I'm just gonna tap the swamp for it. And next turn we'll get adventure awaits. Okay, so the unicorn deck, lifetime investment. So I'll play another plains. I'll just tap it to get myself a celestial. Oh, nope, never mind. I'm sorry. A charmed stray. We'll get the unicorn on the next turn. So charmed stray, it has lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control named Charmed Stray. So cat is cool. I like cats. Could never have one though, because they're expensive to keep. And at least currently right now, can't have one because landlord says no. Yeah. Alright. That's it for this turn. So coming back up here, doing that, we're on turn 3. I'm not a super smart Magic player, so if I miss anything, sorry. I'm super casual with my friends. So we got 3 now. I want to just play Farseek, get ramp. Search your library for a plains, island, swamp, or mountain. Put it into or onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle. How do I do that? Search library. Have 2 forests, so I'll get another plains. Play that card. Enters battlefield tapped. Send that to the graveyard. The next turn we'll get Captain's Call. Yeah. Right. Okay, we're starting to go really short on land here. We just missed it. Not a good turn. See, so adventure awaits. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't put a card into your hand this way, then draw a card. Okay. We'll do that. We'll play. So look at the top 5 cards. How do I peek? The only creature is going to be Night Market Lookout. So I think it said bring it to your hand. And then put it to bottom of library. I don't know how to do it randomly, so I'm just gonna do this. Okay. Okay, then I'll send this to graveyard. Alright, at least we got another creature out. Yeah. Do my third plains. Now we got enough for the Celestial Unicorn. And that's it. So moving into the last setup turn. So untap all this. Draw a card. Botanical Plaza. We'll play that. Enter his battlefield tapped. So we'll do that. Just kind of align it. Okay. So we still got 4 mana. So we're gonna play Captain's Call. Gonna create 3 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. 1, 2, 2. So we'll place it like. Guess we'll do it like that. There we go. Now, the better way to do that would actually probably be play Crusader Ojik to let her attack on the next turn. Yeah, I think that's probably a better idea to do that actually, now I think about it. So, can we control Z? Oh, we can. That's cool. But not all the way. Okay, so we'll just send that to here. Delete from the game. Put this back. We're gonna play Crusader of Odric. So I think that would be a better move to do that. Okay. Cool, we got a swamp. Lucky us. We'll do that to play the second Night Market Lookout. And there we go. If something big comes out, we'll have infused with vitality to give something of mine death touch. And then when it dies, it's returned to the battlefield tapped under its owner control and I gain 2 life. How cool is that? Okay. Lifetime investment. What do we have? We got stuff to slow creatures down. Okay. So I think we're at a pretty good state here to proceed with the game. Alright, so we're going to the first real turn of the game. It's going to be pretty scary to see what the Horde gets. Okay, not too scary. It starts off super slow. Right now is a Mysterious Tome, non-creature spell, so that's the end of the wave. And sometimes that's just how it happens. Sometimes you'll get several creatures, sometimes you'll just get none. Or 1. But we'll draw a card. So that's going to be Brute Suit, Vehicle, Vigilance. It needs a crew of 1, so it needs a creature with power of 1 to crew this, and it turns into a creature until end of turn. But when I tap this to draw a card, transform it. No, that's oops, dumb. How do I flip? Oh, flip card. Tap target, non-land permanent, transform, Chilling Chronicle. I didn't realize that this can actually just keep going and going and going, so I'm just going to limit to once per turn. Then we'll leave this open for defensive purposes. probably should take this out of the deck because this thing will just continuously do its thing. So I'm going to write a note down. So mysterious tome. I'm going to remove it and give it a note. Infinite play. And this is why we test things out. My friends are super cool and chill, so when things like this come up, we talk about it, we try to come to the best conclusion, and we just kind of move on. So we're going to try to remember, play this ability only once a turn. That's all. Alright, so over to the survivors. Horde can't really do anything now because there's nothing to crew the brute suit. So the survivors got real lucky with that. First we'll do Crusader of Odric. We'll just get, or not Crusader of Odric, the Captain's Call. So now we'll create, it would be easier to just create 3 copies of that. There we go. So these ones will have Summoning Sickness. They can't attack. Graveyard. So that was 4 mana. Last one's gonna be Botanical Plaza. Play the Caravan Vigil. Search your library for a basic land. Put it into your hand. At this point, it doesn't really matter. So let's just get, I don't know, the forest. Play it. Or actually, we can't play it. Let's go to the hand. Then shuffle library. Okay, it's automatically shuffle, I assume. Put that card onto battlefield instead of if creature dies, chance fine, nothing died. Well, I didn't even play a land yet, right? Yeah, I don't think I did. Oh well. Super casual. Let's see. Let's line it just a little bit better. Okay. There you go. Like I said, I'm super casual. We do this all the time with my friends. Take backsies, all in good faith. Alright, still we missed another land drop. We are in trouble. At least for the Blood Researcher. Alright. Nothing really to play at the moment. Want to reserve all that. So got another planes. That's good. I got a lot of defensive stuff. Alright, so we're gonna go to combat. And I'm gonna launch a full-scale assault. So turning everything sideways. So the total amount of damage we're looking at is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then this gets power, toughness equal number of creatures you control, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I think it was 10, so 16 total damage going through. This will add when it's tapped, each opponent loses 1 life. Okay, so 18 total damage. So we can just mill it. I think I said 16. hold on. Let's actually recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 damage. I would have cheated myself out of 2 cards. 18. Submit. Okay. I'm just checking if anything can be played from the graveyard. I don't think so. These will eventually if another mirror servitor pops up. Okay. So some stuff that happens. We gain 2 life because of Night Market Lookout. So surely there's a shortcut. Control click below to increment. Oh, okay. You also gain 1, 2 life from here. Because I have 2 separate instances of life link, we'll get 2 +1/+1 counters. So now it's like a 5 power for toughness. Not bad. Okay, that's it for that. Going to turn to. So let's see. Oh my goodness, the Horde is doing horribly. Alright. So, Chilling Chronicle will do its thing. And it's gonna transform. Hello. Flip. So, I want to tap something. Everything's pretty much tapped out except here, so I'm just gonna tap this one. Tamiyo's Logbook. Draw a card. Okay. A near servitor. Okay. We passed the upkeep, so that thing doesn't bring anything back. But it is power 1, so it'll be able to crew the brute shoot. So that's what we're gonna do now. Brute suit is going to go on the attack. It has vigilance, so it doesn't need to tap. So it's a 4/3. I'm okay with considering taking a hit. We have 67 life. I kind of want to keep these soldiers here so we can keep powering up the Crusader of Udric. So in this case, we'll take the 4. Get out of here. We'll take the 4 damage. We should be alright because now the Celestial Unicorn is getting big. You can either hold it back, and we got a little bit of life gain here. Alright. So that's the Horde. Is there a way to untap all? Oh, that's easy. Okay. Rootborn defenses. Populate. Creatures you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Then I can create a copy of a creature token. Well, we're gonna pay 3. Play another Crusader of Udric. So now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. 7. Same thing with this. Oh, perfect. Okay. So they're both 7/7 now. They're massive. Alright. I'm going to hold back these things for defensive purposes. I remember the shortcut. Come on! Well, we're not doing too good for the blood researcher. Okay. Well, might as well just do this. Play Sovereign's Bite. Target player loses 3 life and you gain 3 life. Perfect. So we'll gain 3 life. And this will lose 3 cards, so we're gonna mill we're gonna check the graveyard out. Nothing, that's fine. So there we go. That's unfortunately all that blood researcher deck can do. Alright. Unicorn power, let's go. Okay, not a problem. So we're just gonna go to combat, sending both Crusader of Udric in. We'll save 3 of these for defense. Sending all these in. Might as well swing with everything. So what do we got? So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 21, 28. Holy shit. 28. Gnarly. Mill 28. Anything. Nope. Yeah, don't think we have any cards that can recur cards except for, like, you know, spells like Fortuitous Find, where it can literally grab cards back. Wow, this is going pretty good right now. It usually doesn't go like that. Got some really insane draws except for the blood researcher. I'm gonna keep saying that, unfortunately. We did get a little bit of life gain, so we'll gain 2 from here, and then another 2 from here, so that's a total 4. Okay, that's it. Alright. Over to these guys. So the Mirror Servitor, this is the upkeep now. I don't think I could have stopped this unless I actually, in hindsight, I could have played this, but that's okay. We'll pull all the Mirror Servitors. So we'll play it, we'll play it, we'll play it. So 1, 2, 3. Are they all gone? Oh wow, it does, okay. That's neat. Just didn't update visually. Another Mirror Servitor. And then it stops with a Kite Seal. Alright. Let's just bring it down here. We'll do it this way. Stacking the cards like how I used to in Solitaire and Windows XP. Who's ever played that? Who's old enough to have been around on Windows XP when it was new? I am. I'm old. Draw a card, we'll transform. How do you flip it? Silent Submersible. Okay, so needs crew of 2. Deals combat damage to player planeswalker, draw a card. Okay. Let's put it there. Nope. Nope. Hello. Okay, I'm just gonna move that over here. Alright. So do this, draw another card. Oh, sick. It's gonna create. Man, I can't even read that. That's so tiny. Wow, it's gonna create a 0/0 Phyrexian Germ, but then it gets a 6/6 with trample. God damn. God damn, that's. Ooh. Phyrexian Germ. Frickin' 6/6. Holy shit. So we're going to tap 1 to, or tap 2 to send this into combat. Gonna move things around. This is going to combat 2. That's going to combat. Then these two I'm just going to bring over here. Sending these two into combat. So, what do we got? We left ourselves pretty much wide open. Oops. Good thing I held at least 3 of these things in reserve. So, normally these things will all tap at for just like keeping track of stuff. I'm going to keep them untapped. Alright, so this has trampled. I don't have anything to really stop it from dealing a lot of damage, so I'm going to let that go through. So that's going. Oops, this is the actual creature card. So that's going. I'm going to stop the attack on these two. So I'm going to use this to block that one. I'm going to sick it on one of the mirror servitors. So that will die. So send that to the graveyard. But I'm going to do Rootborn Defenses. Give everything pretty much indestructible. So 1, 2, 3. We'll play this. Populate. I'll just create a copy of that. Okay, send a graveyard. So in total, we're gonna take 6 damage. Ouch. Okay, so that's that. This didn't deal any damage to players or planeswalker, so they don't get to draw anything else. Oh, I forgot about this. I'm sorry. Where would be a good candidate to put this on? Probably a Silent Submersible. Just so I can draw another card. So we'll actually take 2 more damage because we don't have a flyer. 1 more because it gets +1/0. Draw a card. Alright. This is where the field gets a little messy. This is going to drop off at the end of the turn. Because it's going to go back to being an artifact. but we'll create a 1/1 soldier. And we'll put this on it. So it's going to be a 2/2. So they'll actually have a defender. And it can be tapped to crew this thing, make it a creature. Gnarly. Okay. Oops, I forgot I increased the turn. I think we're on turn 3. Who knows anymore? Okay, so we got a lot of stuff on the defense. Alright. What do you got? Thank God, another land. Okay. So I think this would be a good time to play Breathe Your Last. Actually, we should save it because it's an instant. If we kill this now, we'll just like shift this thing onto something else in its turn. So we'll hold off. Yeah, we'll hold off. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to attack that. And this thing probably would have equipped a soldier. So this will get also some stuff here. This thing's so crowded now. Alright, we'll do it this way so you can see the text. So it's a 3/2 flyer. Oof. Okay. That's not good. Okay. What we can do is, no, I still need to save the man. I was going to play Grotesque Mutation. Give something 3/1 with lifelink. I think we need to hold it for Breathe Your Last. What to do? Well, we got some mana. Die you and draw a card? No. Alright. So exile target creature. I want to get rid of this, or like detain this thing, right? So we'll do 2. Oh. Artifact creature or planeswalker can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. Okay. Planar Disruption on Colossal Dread Mask. So there you go. So it won't allow the thing to re-equip anywhere, if that's right. Well, hold on, let's double check that. Can't attack. While we're enchanting the actual equipment itself, the creature can still attack. Actually, so we got 3, 2. Okay, how about this? We spend 3 to do Makeshift Binding. Exile target creature and put control until Makeshift Binding leaves the battlefield, gain 2 life. Makeshift Binding this will just kind of fizzle out of existence, because when this gets exiled, tokens will just die. So move it to the graveyard. This thing's open now. I think this is like the biggest threat that we have. Then we'll do planar disruption on it. So we'll do planar disruption. Did I spell it right? Okay. Great. We're going to put it on the Colossal Dread Mask and no longer activate its activated abilities. That's great. That's fine, we'll leave the thing with flying and all that jazz over here. So that's completely tapped out. That gets us open for something on this thing here. So it'll be 3-2. We're gonna lose that bird. I kinda wanna keep it alive. That's okay. We'll hold these back because I don't want to lose these dudes. So we'll send in the Celestial Unicorn for the attack. And then I think we can send these two in. We'll lose one of them maybe. And then I want to send in both Crusaders in. Because we got another Rootborn defenses ready for us. So that's what we're going to do. Those are going in for the attacks. This is a 1, 2, 3. A 3-2. It's going to be a 4-3 if we tap it. To crew. So this is a 5-4. Yeah, I think it would make sense to tap it to crew this. This is a creature again, so it's going to block the Celestial Unicorn because it wants to kill it. These are small fry, ain't gonna do nothing. It can't really block this really well. So probably the best case is for it to try to take out the Celestial Unicorn. So we're gonna activate our trap card now. And we're gonna do Grotesque Mutation. So it gives it 3-1, so make it 5, so it'll be that's 3, 4, 5, wow, 6, 7, 8, 8, 5. Wow. Holy crap. That's huge. 8, 5. So this is gonna die. We'll gain 8 life. Okay. Wait, that doesn't die. We get it back. Hold on, let me just recreate it. This dies because this thing's the thing that's blocking it. So we'll send that to the graveyard. This is tapped. And then... oh, wait. This thing attacked, so it should have been tapped already. So this thing couldn't even have been crewed, because it needs to tap, right? Hold on, let me look up crew. Oh, it says so right here, it's so small. Well, let's take a closer look. Any number of creatures. Okay, so yeah, definitely it can't even become a creature. because this is already tapped because it attacked. Oh wait, nope, I forgot. This came in after all the combat, yeah, so this can do that, so this will still die. Gained 8 life. So that blocked it here, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 17, no, 14, 18 damage. So we're milling 18 cards from here. We are probably going to win this one. This will get 1/1 counter. There we go. So now it's going to be after the buff falls off, the counters will give it 6/5. So it's a 6/5. We'll gain another 2 life from here. Okay. And wow, yeah, we're doing pretty good. Not bad. I need some water. Okay. Cool. On 4. So we're going to untap everything. Looking for mirror, server, okay. So play these cards. Okay, wow, it's getting super messy. Let's just do it this way. Okay. Put this back up here. We're gonna tap target non-land permanent. I think I've been forgetting to actually tap something here. So we'll probably tap the healer's hawk. If it's flying, it has lifelink. It'll get in the way of the flyer. We'll save that for last. We'll just have it draw the cards. Okay. So Etched Familiar is pretty nasty. Come on, get out of here. I want to see the power toughness. I'll probably just move these here because that's kind of irrelevant at this point now. Well, so... Alright, whatever. So this one's pretty nasty because when it dies, it deals 2 damage and it gains 2 life. So it's going to get from the top of the graveyard here. Borrow Blade, creature gets 1/1. When our equipped creature blocks or becomes blocked by a creature, that creature loses all abilities until end of turn. Wow, okay. Draw. Peace Walker Colossus. Spend 2, another vehicle you control becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Holy shit. So it's gonna turn this into a creature now. Go to combat. Well, crew first, then combat. And tap these 4. This becomes a creature now. Etched Familiar will just go for the attack. Yeah. This is going into where would we put this? Let's put it on thing that can't be blocked, so apologies, this is like super messy now. Over here. So what is this now? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, 1, 2. So 4, 3 in the air. Yikes. Probably want to get rid of that. What are we gonna do? What is this? So 2, 3. I'm just gonna do this so I can see everything. So 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. Can double block these two. We'll triple block on the silent submersible. Or actually, we can like all 6 will block the Peace Walker Colossus. Let's try to move that to a graveyard. So what else we got? 1, 2. Not got much. Okay. So why don't we actually use it while he's got it? Fuse Vitality. So in turn, target creature gains Death Touch. So in turn, when it dies, return to battlefield. Okay, so we're gonna do that to Healer of the Glade. Have it block the silent submersible. And we're gonna let this go through because I don't want it to gain anything back from the graveyard. These 3, I forgot, are also going in for the attack. So it's just 1, 1, 1. Actually, why don't we have Healer of the Glade take on Peace Walker Colossus. These 3 will take care of these 3. And these 3 at the bottom will take care of Silent Submersible. And unfortunately, we're going to let this guy go through. So, what was that again? 1, 2, 3, 4. Take 4. Right? Okay, that's fine, that's fine. So, all these damn things here. Ah, yes. Hello. These will go to a graveyard. Oh, and of course, keep them alive will Reborn Defenses. So, we'll just create a copy of that. 1 copy. Okay. So, Healer Glade thing will take care of this. So this dies. I think. Yeah, we said we will take care of this of the other 3 soldiers. And we'll also take 3 damage here. Okay. Damn. But however, this comes back on the battlefield, we'll gain 5. We'll back up to where we were just a moment ago. Okay? Yeah, what is it? Yeah, okay, it's this one. Alright. And, yeah, that's it. Alright. So that's it for the Horde. Tap, draw a Seller of Songbirds. So we're gonna summon it. It's gonna create a 1/1 bird creature token with flying. Bird. Hello, bird. No, okay, so 1/2 here. Okay, that's all we can do. Now we can get the Blood Researcher. Okay. We'll wait for that, don't you think? So might as well get that going. Yeah. Okay. Fortunately, we don't have enough mana to do anything else. Okay. Do we want to use makeshift binding on anything? It's a flyer. We just yank it off, or DTing this thing, just gonna yank these things off. That's fine. We'll have it stay there. I don't know, we'll do something. 1/2, at least I will play the Daybreak Chaplain. Lifelink, 1/3. So let's read that. Give creature protection from colorless or color of choice instead of turn. If it's a creature, put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay, so we'll probably put that on the bird. Let it tank the shot from the flying soldier that we have here. So we're gonna go on the offensive now. So yeah, we'll start all the way over here. 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I forgot to update this, so 6. 13. They're pretty chunky. Yeah, they're obviously gonna need to go on the offensive here. It's okay. So we'll send those in. I'm okay with losing them. We'll pump up the Blood Researcher. We'll hold the bird back. We'll hold this cat back. We'll send in the unicorn. That's 6, 5. Okay. Alright, so pretty much are tapped out. So what we're looking at here, 26, 7, 28, 29, 30, 36. Oh! Yeah, it gets rid of them. Alright, so mill 31. And then we still got these things to get rid of. So yeah. How we're gonna do that, I think we're just gonna have to hold off on attacks and have them come in. Alright. Oh, that thing there. Shoot. Okay, well, I didn't think about that. Alright, so we'll gain... we'll gain two life. This thing will get 2/1/1s. So 1/2. Untap. Can't remember. I'll just tap it again. Flip it. This thing is useless now though, so probably tap the bird. Probably tap this bird. It's got lifelink. Excuse me, what? Alright, so going on the offensive. Oh yeah, it has the mirror, so servitor play. Oh, there were more. My bad. I didn't realize. Oh wow, there's so many. Oh, I messed up. I thought it just wasn't updating. Okay, well we got a bunch of these suckers now. So just do that. Wow, I did not think about that. Let me reorganize it. There's a lot of these damn things. Alright. So I was doing that wrong the whole time. Oopsie, oh well. Alright, so we got a lot of suckers on the battlefield now. So everything's gonna go on the attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4, 3 in the air. Got that. So we're gonna Druid's Deliverance here. Prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to you this turn. So I think I can play that, before the combat happens so I can get another bird. But we know they're gonna attack anyways, right? So make one copy. Play that, go graveyard. So got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. 1, 2. Well, one will block that. The other one will block this. 2, 3, 4, 6 more. This and that. Oops, why am I tapping? And this and that, so I get 4 more. Okay, so it only gets it down to 2 servitors. Damn. Well, we can makeshift binding one of them later on our turn. I might as well try to draw a card. gonna do this. Comes to our turn, there'll be 2 left. We'll makeshift binding the etched familiar. And then then we'll do breathe your last on the other servitor. So I'll take care of 1. Yeah, because we don't want that thing to come back and do it all over again. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll take 4, 5, 6, 7. So these will all frickin' die. All but 2. Where's the figure? Gee, I remembered. Okay. Alright, over to our turn. Oops, I forget to do this again. I don't even know what turn we're on now. A Seller of Songbirds. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Do this. Create token copy. We don't even need to attack anymore, and we can just have a wall of bodies on it. That's fine. Untap everything. Now we get 1 more land. Draw a card. So what we're gonna do? 1, 2, 3. Makeshift binding on etched familiar. Makeshift binding. Play that on this. Gain 2 life. This gets another 1/1 counter. Okay, so we've got 2 left. And then we'll use Breathe Your Last to get rid of the Near Servitor, I guess. No, that's fine. We'll hold up Breathe Your Last to do the killing move on the soldier, because these things are going to come back. Yeah, we're going to leave everything for our defense now, have them wallop on us. Okay. Nothing left to draw, but it can still do its thing. So we'll... Where's the thing? But, okay. However, Mere Servitor, play all of them back. I think this is how we do it. Holy shit, there's a lot. Okay. So we're just gonna re-stack them. In some sensible manner. Alright. Okay. How the hell? Alright, that's the best I can do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So let's worry about getting rid of the nearest servitors first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, that's fine. So all these will die, go in graveyard. And then all that's left is this one soldier. We're cool losing all these dudes. We'll do the upkeep later. But now, we've been holding on to this damn card since the beginning of the game. Breathe your last. How fitting on the soldier. So soldier will go to the graveyard. And there you go, folks. Managed to defeat this horde. Etch Familiar's detained. This thing's pretty much detained. And yeah, pretty awesome, right? So we defeated the horde. Woo! And this is how you play Magic the Gathering Horde solitaire version. That was tough. That was a lot of fun. I like playing this because it's a nice solitaire thing, but if you play it with friends, it's kind of like you know, player versus environment thing. I like playing co-op games, and this is a great way to do that. I'd rather be playing with than against my friends. Yeah. Wow. Beat the horde. That's awesome. Alright, folks. Well, fellow Planeswalkers, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this one. And who knows, I might make more videos like this one. Until next time, I'll catch you later. See you next time.